Welcome on the YouTube channel, The Retiree's Handbook. If you enjoy our content, leave a like on the video and subscribe to our channel. All right, let's get right into it. There's a date that you really need to circle on your calendar, November 13th. On that day, a key piece of economic data is going to be released, and trust me, it has a direct impact on your money, especially if you're on a fixed income. Today, we're going to break down exactly why that date matters so much and what it really reveals about the true value of your benefits.
So, why this specific date? Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Didn't we already get the big COLA announcement for next year? And you're right, we did. But what's happening on November 13th is, well, it's different. It's a piece of the puzzle that's going to tell us a much deeper story about whether the adjustments we're getting actually match the financial reality we're all living in. It's going to reveal a whole lot about our actual purchasing power.
And you know, when I say this affects us, I mean a huge range of us. We're talking about pretty much anyone receiving Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI and survivor benefits, SSI, VA benefits, and even railroad retirement benefits. So if you rely on a fixed income from any of these sources, the information coming out on November 13th is absolutely relevant to your bottom line.
Okay, so let's start with what we already know, just to set the stage. The Social Security Administration has already announced the cost of living adjustment, the COLA, for next year. But the real story, the one we're really unpacking today, goes way beyond that headline number. And that headline number is 2.5%. When this was announced, I know for so many of you, it was just a disappointment, right? After seeing prices for groceries, gas, and utilities just keep climbing and climbing, a 2.5% raise felt, well, pretty small. And that feeling, that sense of frustration, is exactly why this upcoming data release is so important. So here's the crucial point. That 2.5% COLA is locked in. It's not going to change. But the new data that's dropping on November 13th is going to give us some critical context. It's going to tell us what inflation was really doing right after the official calculation period ended. This is what will tell us whether that 2.5% figure was actually a fair reflection of the economy or something else entirely.
And hey, just a quick practical reminder, because this question comes up every single year, you are not going to see this raise in your November or December check. The 2.5% COLA increase will first show up in your payment in January of 2025. I just want to make that crystal clear so there's no confusion down the line.
Okay, so this brings us right to the core issue, purchasing power. Honestly, this is the concept that truly matters. It's not really about the dollar amount printed on your check. It's about what those dollars can actually buy you at the grocery store, at the pharmacy, and when you go to pay your bills.
So what exactly is purchasing power? It's really simple. It's the real-world value of your money. As the prices of everything go up, that's inflation, the amount of stuff you can buy with that same single dollar goes down. So even if your benefit amount goes up a little, rising inflation means you could effectively be getting poorer if your money just doesn't stretch as far as it used to.
And this right here perfectly illustrates the squeeze that so many people are feeling. On one side, you have your fixed monthly benefit. Let's say it's $1,500. That number is set in stone for the year. But on the other side, you've got this whole list of expenses that are absolutely not fixed. The cost of groceries, rent, utilities, meditations, all of that can keep rising month after month while your income is just locked in place. That is the purchasing power problem in action.
Think of it this way. That dollar in your wallet today might buy you a dollar's worth of goods. But if inflation keeps on climbing, in just a few months, that very same dollar might only buy you what 95 cents used to buy. Your dollar is still a dollar, but its power, its strength, has been drained. This is exactly why even a seemingly small amount of inflation can have a huge impact over time.
So, how did we even land on that 2.5% number in the first place? Well, this is where the calculation gets a little controversial, and it's precisely why the November 13th data is so highly anticipated. It all comes down to a very, very specific 3-month window.
You see, the Social Security Administration doesn't look at the whole year's inflation to calculate the COLA. Instead, they only use the inflation data from 3 specific months: July, August, and September. Your entire raise for the next year is based only on what happened during that short period. The October data, which is what comes out on November 13th, is the very first look we get at what happened immediately after that crucial window slam shut.
And this leads to a suspicion that a lot of beneficiaries have. This quote sums it up perfectly. The feeling is that the system is basically designed to use a period of conveniently low inflation to justify giving out a smaller COLA. The big concern is that those 3 months might have just been outliers, not at all representative of the real inflation people are experiencing the other 9 months of the year.
So, what are the stakes here?
If the inflation data on November 13th shows a big spike, a huge surge in prices for October, it won't change our 2.5% COLA. That's already set. But what it will do is confirm the suspicion for many that the real cost of living is rising much, much faster than their benefits are. It would basically mean that just as the calculation window closed, inflation kicked back into high gear, leaving everyone to fall further and further behind for the rest of the year.
And of course, there's another major factor that just eats away at the value of any COLA increase: the rising cost of Medicare Part B premiums. This is the other side of the coin, isn't it? It feels like the government gives you a tiny raise with one hand, but then takes a big chunk of it right back with the other.
And here's exactly how that plays out. On one hand, you get that small increase from the 2.5% COLA, but then on the other hand, you have to subtract the increase in your monthly Medicare premium. For so many people, especially those on the lower end of the benefit scale, that Medicare premium hike can eat up most, if not all, of that so-called raise, leaving them with very little extra cash in their pocket at the end of the day.
Okay, so knowing all of this, what can you actually do? It's really easy to feel powerless, I get it, but there are concrete, proactive steps you can take to prepare and protect your finances. Let's just walk through 4 of them right now.
First, if you're on Medicare, you absolutely must review your plan during the annual enrollment period. That window is closing soon, so now's the time. A quick review could save you a significant amount of money. Second, put November 13th on your calendar. Stay informed. Know what the real inflation numbers are so you understand your true purchasing power. Third, start planning your budget for January right now. Factor in the 2.5% raise, but also subtract that Medicare premium increase to see what your real net gain actually is. And fourth, and this one is critical, please do not ignore any mail from Social Security. Those letters often have deadlines that can put your benefits at risk if you miss them.
So, this leaves us with the ultimate question. It's the one that November 13th is really going to help answer. Is the way the cost of living adjustment is calculated, using just those 3 little months, truly keeping pace with the financial reality you face every single day when you buy food, pay for housing, and fill your prescriptions? That's the core issue we all need to be thinking about. Because when the official numbers don't match our lived experience, it raises a really fundamental question about whether the system itself is working the way it should. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave a like.
Hello there. Are you currently navigating the complexities of retirement, or perhaps rapidly approaching that significant life milestone? The Retiree's Handbook is your dedicated YouTube guide for all retirement and pension news right here in the United States. It's crucial to stay informed about your financial future. We cover understanding pension benefits and maximizing your Social Security, ensuring you have the knowledge you need. Our channel provides actionable financial tips for retirees, helping you confidently make the most of your golden years. Don't miss vital information that impacts your peace of mind. Join our growing community today. Thank you for watching. Your financial security and retirement is incredibly important, and we're here to help you every step. Please subscribe to the Retiree's Handbook channel to never miss our latest updates and valuable insights. Join our community for continuous support, future pension news, and helpful resources to empower your retirement journey.